What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BoomJamGaming. This time with Sunless Sea Submariner. I was sent this by a friend. We are going into this fairly blind, actually. I don't know what this is. I know that it involves a submarine. I know that much for sure.
Astounding, darling.
But
So
I don't know anything beyond that, so... You know, we're going to see how this goes.
I'm gonna go downstairs and do my makeup, and then I'm
Where are you going?
work.
Oh, okay. Have fun at work, dear. I didn't know she had work until she told me just now. It's funny, it says continue, but anyway, the thing you guys missed, because I always start the game before I start the stream. Hi, baby girl. Before I start the stream, there's some interesting quote about the sea, but, you know, whatever. Mask of the Rose. Find out more. Oh, okay. I like Kickstarters, but I'm not going to do anything like that right now. So here we are, new game. Start new game, are you sure? Yeah. We'll stack Harbour Authority. Regret to inform you that Captain Tobias Fulchard has perished. At sea, stop. As his nearest relative, you are entitled to his remaining goods and crew. Stop. Please collect said items at earliest convenience. End. Felton B. Malahide, Harbour Master. Principles of Coral enjoys a nice game of chess. That doesn't look good. Oh, I was gonna say I'm getting the loading wheel. Okay. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. Stolen by bats. Okay. Choose a path. Decide who you were and what you want to be. Past wreath and shadows. Decide later. No, I want to decide now. You now lodge in a room above the blind helmsman. Now, you're a captain. Now you belong to the Untersee, but who were you before? Street urchin, your urchin gang. Is that what this is? Sure, I guess. Larger crimes, at last big score was enough to buy a ship. This will give you bonus to... a poet. Educated and articulate, you seek sensation at sea. How lucky you had a legacy to spend. Your long-vanished father had a rich patron, it seems. Veteran of the campaign of 68. You fought the invasion of hell. London's armies lost. You survived. Your loot and your pension have brought you a command. An ordained priest, you fell from grace. There is nothing left ashore for you. An anonymous benefactor has found the way out for you. Perhaps at Z you can overcome your appetites. Yeah, that makes sense. That explains why the game it was advertising is... And yeah, you can see Fallen London right there. So... A natural philosopher. Your particular theories on time, blood, and starlight brought you down to the Nearth, the cavern where London lies, and now they take you out to sea. Bonus to mirrors, the skill of detection and perception. Hearts, the skill of healing and morale. Skill of causing direct damage. Skill of trickery and knowledge. Skill of subtlety and evasion. Let's go with natural philosopher. I think that'll be neat. Especially coming off of the Soulsborne universe. Your peculiar theories on time, blood, and starlight seems about appropriate. Your acquaintance, the plausible surgeon, will serve as the ship's doctor until you find someone better. Talk to him to find out why he went to Z. "20 echoes, 25 mirrors. One plausible surgeon. Someone's looking for passage. Okay. Choose an ambition. What does winning mean to you? Your father's bones. Your father was lost at sea. You never knew him, but you've often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for a decent burial. Immortality. Eternal life sounds like something you'd enjoy, and it's said that the presbyter, ruler of the elder continent, has lived forever. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales. Learn all you can of the Z. Write a masterpiece. Retire. Wealth. You know how it is to be poor. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes, a family, perhaps. A private kingdom. Establish a colony where you're absolute ruler, a utopia, perhaps. Perhaps. You can't choose this now, but you may find an opportunity to switch to it later in game. Okay, cool. I do like immortality. Yeah, let's go with immortality. Screw it. I'm a natural philosopher who wants to be immortal. The presbyterate guards its secrets fiercely, but amidst the clamor and beer stains of the blind helmsman, a salt-scarred navigator telling tales of the continent's deepest interior, of a city called Nida, the origin of Presbyter's long life. Where is he getting his information? Bring wine. He is susceptible to wine. You'll find the navigator and your first clue in London. An occurrence. Your objective, ambition, quality is now liberate the secret of immortality. Begin your quest in London. And the last scrap of paperwork. Captain! An irregularity with the Harbour Master's office. They wish to know, what term of address do you prefer ashore? This will determine what people call you. Call your captain, but your captain's gender is up to you. Madam, more Z captain. Z captains choose this than you might expect. Sir, citizen, a term of address popular among those of egalitarian sentiments. My lord, perhaps you really do come from a noble family. Who's to know? My lady, perhaps you really do come from a noble family. Captain will do perfectly well ashore as well as at sea, thank you. I like captain. Let's go with captain. It's nice. It's gender neutral. It's captain. I am chewing gum. Captain it is. Last piece of advice. Explore. Take chances. As captain will probably die. The Z is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. An occurrence. You're addressed as quality is now captain. Who are you? Okay. Choose my name. Let's see. It's a good captain's name. Randolph. That's a good name. Randolph. Give it last name. Randolph Carthington. That's an excellent name for a sea captain. I should have tried changing my no. It's fine. A comatose ferret, my mascot. Mostly it's immobile, occasionally it's feral. Hearts +1. Your lodgings, ambition, death hath no more dominion. Advice for captains. I don't want to leave port yet. Oh, I'm going to need mushroom wine first. How does your submarine work? How to acquire submarine. Sworn off submarine explorations, however. You've heard tales of unofficial research into submarine travel being conducted in her distant colony. Travel to the southern coast, far east, find the fort, and there you will learn how to convert your ship into a submarine. Be sure you're prepared for the journey. Okay. Click the launch button to leave port. Alright. Where the fuck is the launch button? Close on that for now. Oh, here we are. Okay, use these keys to move. Alright, I get it. Santa's Abyss. That looks pleasant. Alright. I guess we'll dock. Like ship far from home. It's clear bright beams along the way. Speak to the crew. They long for news of home. I don't have news of home. Purchase fuel. They have a little spare, but twice use the price. Perhaps not. Alright. Let's launch again. Rowena's Rocks. Where the hell am I supposed to be going? I don't remember. Combat. You've encountered an opponent. The red arc shows the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. Happen faster if you keep the enemy in your prow light. The deck's gun will be highlighted as your crew makes progress. Okay. The Oral Megalops. Got it. Let's see. With a forlorn and wailing cry, the Megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded as bluish blood gouts from its wounds. Yeah, let's dissect it for knowledge. Set to work with your knives and axes is undistinguishable adolescent specimen. The Megalops of one of the deep sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now. The spark sleeps now and then to your knife. Oh, 25 fragments. Alright. Cool. Mutton's Island. Quaker's Haven. There's a port. Go there for stories. Dock. Quaker's Haven. Once a simple fishing village, was part of the London suburbs before London fell and the waters rushed in. Smoke spirals from cottage chimneys. On a lonely hill rises. Oh? You just saw the most disturbing Prager ad you've ever seen. Well, what was it? Do tell. Glances nervously back at the cock and magpie, but his handshake is strong. Wandering parson. Drinks at the cock and magpie. Explore the shore. Row, yellow-eyed, mangy, piebald. No, I have a mascot. I don't need another one. I chat with the fisherman. Little ships, little secrets. Sailed zero on the island. Pirates playing the waves. Smugglers at their work. Connate ships putting up to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. Lost one echo. 69. One port report, Quaker's Haven. Okay. Visit the hilltop above town. Let's explore the shore a bit first. Fisherfolk, sailors, a shady couple of likely pirates, and is that a drowning down by the water's edge? They sit around a fire at the sea's edge, passing around a bottle of something viscously black. Wagering on riddles. Will you join them? Bet an echo on one of the simpler riddles. It's a tough challenge, and I only have a 31% chance, but, sure. A whale's eye? Fisherman chuckles, pounds the ground with a fist. City folk, he crows. City folk, pay up. Ah, but I've gained 5 fragments. Mutton Island. Buy supplies from the dockside staff. Lost 30 echoes. I'll do a service to you, Captain. I'll probably buy some fuel. And all at once now, you'll explode your engines that way. I have a total of 8 fuel. That's fine. No shipyard available. Well, time to leave this friggin' place. Leave this place. Green running lights on the ship, you're in the dark, and your crew's terror will increase. Watch the pipes on the terror indicator, or the pips. Alright. Terror, that's good to know. It's alright, everyone. Just a little dark. Very close to London. Should not have to worry about that. Wolf Stack docks. See if there's anywhere else to dock in London. I'm guessing not. The Echo Bazaar. I gained some fragments from that, I did. Turn the boat! What do I do with him? He probably won't saw the wrong limb off. Plausible surgeon. Hello, my dear, my dear. Sit down carefully. Just let me tidy away these implements. Don't want any carelessness, do we? Increase your pages. Like talk about secrets, would we? I have one secret. Ask after his desires and ambitions. Anything left for him to discover? Any place he wishes to go? McKellenate. You know what? They collect corpses. He shifts in his seat. Vast, noble, complicated corpses. What I could learn, what I could see. My dearest captain, if we ever find ourselves in the Chellenate, hope you might see fit to release me from our arrangement. Somewhere in the far east of the Untitled. Alright. Let's go ahead and get a secret. He likes to sit very close when he speaks, plausible surgeon. He speaks familiarly in diseases and hauntings as if he knew the first names but chose not to disclose them with courtesy and discretion. This makes some of his advice confusing, but you do learn intriguing details. I've gained a page. I've lost a secret. Alright. Back to sailing. Collect messages from the Harbour Master. Underneath, someone wants to sign on. That's all for now. Mm, 30 echoes. Perhaps not at this moment. Shops. A crate of human souls. I need mushroom wine. What do I have? Naval surplus. No, I need that gun. See if I have anything I can sell to anyone. Elderly steeple engine. Who needs flares? I really screwed myself. I have to sell one fuel, but I bought one fuel and... Look, I just need some goddamn wine. How many echoes do I have? Iron, mirrors, hearts, hull. I have 20. Anxious university student to Hunter's Keep. He has no money. The other captains have no interest, but he's passionate youth and promises that his studies on Lornflukes will be rewarding enough. All right. I myself am an academic. Hello, baby girl. Mwah. This is my Sarah. My Sarah is here. Hello, my Sarah. I love you. Mwah. Love you so much. Hi. Who's your baby girl? Who's my baby girl? She's so pretty, guys. You have no idea. No idea how pretty she is. Welcome aboard. Jumps for joy as agree to take him aboard. Thank you, thank you. Please take me to Hunter's Keep right away. Lornfluke, full dread Lornfluke, washed ashore and doing my thesis on them. Do you know they can digest human memory, and I may never have a better chance to study one up close. Bound for Hunter's Keep. Alright. Little gift. Fine evening to you, Captain. What you might call a mentor is very fond of adventurous sea captains, and he'd like to offer you what you might call a dispensation on account of he's so fond of sea captains. Who's his patron? Is there a catch? He runs a very fine, very liberal establishment just across the river, where is much patronized by sailors and men of wit and vinegar, and public hours, and there's no obligation to speak of. My patron would hope only that you might remember him kindly, and I suppose that if the opportunity should arise for you to return his kindness, I can imagine he would refuse your offer. Yeah, okay, sure. Courteous nod. My patron hopes that you find these little gifts to your liking. He expects that perhaps someday you might choose to call on him at Medusa's head. Should that day come, we will make you very welcome and give you any safe conduct which you might require. Good evening to you. He salutes and is gone. 10 fuel, 5 supplies, accept the proposal. And now 1 menace suspicion. I mean, yeah, obviously he's a criminal. But, no place like London. You are young. Life has been kind to you. You will learn. Ah, who needs the book? I just sold my advice for captain's book. We're doing this the hard way, boys. The cask of mushroom wine. Read the morning paper. Khanates threatening war, they always are. London's colonies on the coast, or independence, one independence, they always do. The Untersee, the papers report, have undergone another alteration. Not yet, it hasn't, you'd know. Oh ho, a promotional coupon from the Mrs. Plenty's Provisioners for a half cask of salt herring. You could use that. Lost 1 terror. Gained 1 supplies. Have 1 of recent news. Back to the rest of the city. Well, we need to go to ambition. Go. There's walls of basalt, but within them it's as close to paradise as man can make. 1,000 fountains, the street paved with gem slabs, and the air Sweet with honeysuckle and orange groves. How does he know? Has he been there? One bottle, he loosens his waistcoat. A second, he loosens his tongue. No, I've never been to Nida, not in the flesh at least. He leans close, but I once tasted red honey and the memories of a man who had. I only saw fragments, an army at the walls, a breach, a rallying cry, liberty, equality, eternity. Third bottle. Where could you taste these memories yourself? Go to the Isle of Cats. Talk to the cat's chiefest claw. Ask about the far-traveled notary. But if you're wise, you do like me. Use what you learn to get free drinks. Immortalities for gods and monsters. I do wish to be a god. Consider a specialist. She comes with a bag full of knives and her own personal sharpening stone. Don't touch these. Don't let anyone else touch them. Point your new officer by doing from the officer's tab. Lost 30 echoes, but I now have clattery air. No more recruits for the moment. It's fine. Alright. We've gotten a better surgeon. Fall in London. Time to lunch. Now, where did that passenger wanted to go again? He wanted to go somewhere. Wolf something? Okay. We're bound for Hunter's Keep. Where the hell is that? Do I have a map? I feel like I don't have a map. Okay, Hunter's Keep is up that way. Well, it's good to know. Well provisioned, try venturing further from London. The risks are greater, but so are the rewards. Something awaits me in port. Rafter from the foredeck. Go ahead and dock. Inspect the Lorn Fluke with the anxious university student. Of course I want to do that. Anxious student rushes by you, whooping, but stops on the hilltop. On the shore, standing before the mass of dead needles, is a drowny in a nuncheon postal uniform. He glowers up at you. This is not where the fluke belongs, the drowny cries in a plummy voice. It's to be taken elsewhere. It already has a delivery label. That means I have to deliver it. The student sneers. Sod your label, Captain. Help me haul the beast to the Station 3. My advisor at the college has arranged a room there for the section and study. My work will benefit us all. Who will the corpse go to? Can't both have it. It is labeled already. No, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I have to go with it. I got the dishes done today. Fine on dishes. Let's see. My very reluctant sailors drag behind your stern. On your deck, the ancient student twitches with delight. I can't believe what we have. His hand tightens on the railing. The drowning postman stares up at you both. It's natural for corpses to grimace, but when the corpse is still alive, it's actively upset as you is additionally distressing. Station 3. Not that I know where that fucking is. Put yourself at the house. Eight smoldering topaz eyes allows you into the parlor where 3 young women wait. A visitor, the youngest girl cries. The next youngest chuckles. The elder sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe, and the cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Sure. Luncheon with Cynthia. Cynthia is the eldest, melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of murder, an axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, have the maid wrap something up for you. Can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. You can have one wary of terror. Now one tale of terror. Iron remains unchanged. Lost 4 hunger. Acquainted the sisters of Hunter's Keep. Gained a supply. You don't have the gods of the sea salt's attention. It's watching you. If it even exists. Metro Exodus. I'm aware of that game, but I'm sorry it's overheating your computer. I'm sorry. Doom is fun, but yeah, it sounds like very, very loud music. Parlor is empty. Where are the sisters? Knock and wait. Sulphur-eyed maid to carry a few hints of your new stories. She comes back to you with a message of their headaches are cured and you're invited to lunch. No longer have any recent news. Let's go ahead with Lucy this time. Restless, prone to giggles. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially. A complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in the attic and the butcher in a vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you're cheerful as you've been in months. You've lost one terror. Yay! Acquainted with the sisters, but something has changed. You've gained one supply. You now have the gods of Z Stone's attention. It's very far away, but perhaps it's watching you. Where are the sisters? A series of unwelcoming growls at Phoebe are all indisposed. No lunch today, apparently. All right, fair enough. Have to trade news. I get it. It's a chart. So we're looking for a place called Station 3. Oh god. Where's Station 3? Stories. Hold. Ouch. But you never explained what was that disturbing progress you had. I'd love to know. Low Barnett. I think the map is procedurally generated, but, you know, worth looking. What am I saying? I know that the game is procedurally generated. There's no point in trying to look it up. Z-Bat. Oh. That was hilarious. Not sure what that did. Rowena's Rocks. Mutton Island. Can we turn on or off? More visible to enemies. Don't mind being a little scared. Come on, Station 3. Sunless sea. Way to the surface. Pure Wall Point. Here's a thing. Oh, that doesn't look good. Baker's Haven, Mutton Island. Sisterhood. Abbey Rock. Interesting. I need to figure out what the Station 3 place is. This is an interesting game. It's a little slow. Can't lie. But, I like the music. Let's try getting around the whole of London. Hmm? So there's the Wolf Stack docks. Perhaps we can find Station 3, though. Because, I mean, if he was here, surely Station 3 must be around here somewhere, too. Distant Bell. The Prickfinger Wastes. There's no place like London. Oh, there's no place like London. Davies Bay. Pirate. Get fucked, pirates. Yeah. Let's go take their stuff. Loot and scuttle her. Vile old vessel, and these seas aren't safe. Take what you can and move on. Lean pickings. These pinnaces don't sail far off from their hidden harbors, but there's something in the back of the hold. A cache of curiosities. A box full of mystery. A stout crate. Crate's the source of sustenance, the fundamental element of cargo. A stout crate. Hardtack and water and an unexpected box of nails. Would-be wit remarks that the nails look tastier than the hardtack until an officer's glare silences her. Yeah, I've finished opening a cache of curiosities. You gain 4 supplies. Well, let's see about repairing some of the ship, yeah? Oh, is it 50% or better? Okay. Alright, so it's better to not leave that till you're more damaged. I was like, I can just leave it till it's a little more, but no, I guess that's not a good idea. Carissa's Point. Got a lot of fragments. Wonder what those are worth at the end of the day. Oh, we're all clear. Hornman Stag. Probably head back to London proper soon. Tomb colony of Venderheit. Venderbite? Venderbite. On deck you can hear the sound of 1,000 bandaged dead, the 1,000 bandaged dead make as they shuffle and cough. It is something like the world's most restless concert audience or the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. So I'm trying to get your attention. One of the tomb colonists make an obvious interest in your crew, specifically the clattery air. Okay. The tomb colonist draws you a little away from the clattery air. Don't tell her you met me, he says in a hoarse rasp. Her mother cut my voice. Hoped to fix it so I wouldn't be able to look for my daughter, so I wouldn't want to, he wheezes. Don't worry, operation's never completely effective. Need to know my daughter's well, happy, finding enough patients, getting enough to eat, and so forth. Exchange for the simplest news. He explains himself. I'm her father, he says. Ordinary engineer, not the sort of parent she would want. Wish to tell the air about the encounter, you can do so by speaking with her. An occurrence. He says don't tell her, but... One building in 3, or... Interesting. I've lost a terror. Vengeance of Jonah. It's a cramped little place, but much better than most. Offer strange catch. Okay, well I don't have these things. Z Captains. The first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of tomb colonies. All the oldest tomb colonies, but even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. It's time to close. No more light, the obsequious steward cautions you. Curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and steps you into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz into latticed ivory tube. There's no other source of light. Bandaged shape, no larger than a child, is crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. See, Captain, silk skin, not much is left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors, 7 colors. Pay well. Let's go out Grand Sanatorium. Alright. 7 colors. Here we go. Steward list. Find them here, there, across the wide black sea. Okay. Grand Sanatorium. Like that it's just a black space because we're in like total darkness. Oh, Silkskin, I don't want to know. We don't die here below, not unless we go to sea. We need something else, somewhere to end. Accept the commission, thank you. This poor flesh thirsts for colours. Now have one of this, the Neath bow. No more words, it collapses. Back on the couch. The book, yes, this book. Grateful if you could do it one last favour. Who's plotting what? A port report. Interesting stuff. Alright, time to get the hell out of here. Let's get back to London, shall we? Where we can rest and get supplies and fuel and things like such as that, Here we are, an hour in, and I still don't 100% know what's going on. But, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a game about exploration, I guess. And this is interesting. I'm digging the setting. Oh, I'm truly digging the setting. Excuse me. But I mean, we've been playing Dark Souls, so like this is the same. It's familiar. The whole otherworldly, everything is creepy kind of way. I like how this game basically just has tank controls. Let's get back to shore, see what's up. Back to the Wolf Stack docks. Because I still don't know how to get to Station 3. Maybe it'll tell me. Oh. Hey. Na 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 goes on. Alrighty. An inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry here looking for those. Sure, I can invite them to ship as thoroughly as they'd like. Oh, I don't have anything. Sure. They leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed decks and take great pleasure in tangling the rigging. Find nothing more dangerous than a moldy ship's biscuit. You've lost one menace's suspicion. New total, 0. Returning to London. The lights of London welcome you home. So it only appears you've been at sea for a little while. Collect messages from the Harbour Master. Need a lot of terror to get a breath of relief. Something has changed underneath. Change you and London. Well, let's talk to her. Invite her to dine with you. Precise bite sizes. Cooked flesh arrives, still in its shell. From the claws, 8 legs, body, and head, she renders a dozen neat bite-sized pillars of shredded flesh, sutured with mushrooms, or pinned together with a needle of chiton. Perhaps she is Mr. Calling as a chef. She denies it. My mother was the child of a surgeon in the first city. You might say that knife work runs in the family. His wicked smile or her mouth. There are rumors about my father. She would deny any such truth in those. An occurrence. Lost a supply. Seekers often return. Seeker to improve your hearts unless it's higher than 100. No. Sure. She undresses you and stands scowling at you as if choosing where to make an incision, then fingertips and point of tongue. She is not exactly impatient, but determined and precise, and knows exactly what will produce the most intense sensation. Your vision blackens near the end, but never quite goes too far. When you're too drained and dizzy to move, she gives you a smug look that could possibly interpret as affection. We got an affair with the clattery air. You have fraternized with one of your officers. You've lost 5 terror. I would hope so. Ooh, sussy. Increase your hearts. Now, we're good. A little proposal. Good evening, Captain. What a marvelous evening it is, if you don't mind me saying, given it's my impression. You are an obliging sort. I imagine you will not mind at all. And since you are so very obliging, perhaps you wouldn't mind making a little detour via Mount Palmerston with a few articles of cargo if you happen to be in the area. The cheery man will, of course, cover expenses for this trifling inconvenience. Okay. Yeah, it's a trifling inconvenience. Okay. I trust you, one-eyed man with the knife. Be so kind. Deliver this little gift to our friends in Mount Palmerston, and they will see we gets to hear about it. Come back, cover your expenses. Bon voyage, as my aunt, who is French by birth, if not inclination, used to like to say. To Mount Palmerston. Urchin tugs her sleeve. Governor wants a word. Brooding figure waits at the lamplight's edge. Speak to the merchant adventurer. Opportunity for profit. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than the market rates. And you won't ask how you came by these things. Okay. Sure. Something silky. 2 requests. You can fulfill either one. Okay, I don't have either of those things right now. Dr. Blemington Gallivanter. Ship, sword, provisioners. Buying fuel is a good idea. Well, I can say this has been interesting. However, I'm going to end a little early because I'm hungry. I wish to go eat something. So, we will oh, okay. Alright. Just wanted to make an autosave. Okay. Anyway, this has been Sunless Sea. Submariner. Interesting. Very interesting. Like I said, I'm hungry, so I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.